Yo, what's going on, everybody? So what we're gonna be doing today, as y'all can probably tell by the thumbnail as well, being that we unfortunately had to break the handle yesterday to get in this thing because I locked the keys in it while it was running and I wasn't at home. We did order, many of you probably guessed it. I wish show the box, it's got my address on it. These are from Amazon. And I think, oh yeah, so it's got both. So I ordered some new, because I'm really not a huge fan of chrome. Don't get me wrong, chrome looks good on certain stuff, like the Ram. All that chrome there looks good. But I went ahead and ordered some new covers for the license plate, or lights for the license plate, because the ones back there now are chrome, and I eventually want to color match everything, so I think it'll be easier to transition from the chrome stuff what I have here, which I think these are the same thing as far as, you know, what brand they are, and they're just little Amazon specials. I think those ran me like $10, I want to say. And then the handles, I was expecting, or the door handles, I was expecting these to be just a little bit more than what they were, but they were only like $45 for 4. They might not be high quality, who knows, but as long as they work, I don't care. But yeah, they're just standard black door handles. So you got your, I should say it on here, yeah, front right. So I guess this will be the passenger. And then I think only one of them has the keyhole. This one here is going to be your right rear. Has it on there, RR. And so on and so forth. But like I said, yeah, so you only have one that has the keyhole. This is going to be your front left. And then none other than your rear left, or rear driver side, RL. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these ugly things off, because like I said, these are actually overlays. So you know what, I might be able to, nah, I'm gonna just take them off, because by the time I pop this off, I'm gonna have to clean it with cleaner. So yeah, I'm not even gonna do all that. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward to take the door panel off. You got a Torx head here. On the front, you got to pop these lights out. You got to take this piece off here. Then you got, I think it's a 7 mil here. You got to pop this off here, which most of this stuff, you know, you just pull right off. Be careful with it, because as you know, these trucks are getting old. So parts are, especially plastic parts, they're getting brittle. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab my drill, and I'm gonna get this thing popped loose and get the old one. Well, this is the front one don't even have an old one. But yeah, once I get everything popped back in and these things popped on, I'll pick the video up and show you guys. And you know what? It's actually gonna match the rear, because this has been black since I got it. So now all the handles will match. But yeah, as you can see here, here's the thing I ripped off there yesterday. That's just double-sided tape. But yeah, once I get the door handles on, my lock mechanism out of this, because I'm gonna reuse this. I'm gonna pop this out. Well, there's a little locking pin here. You pop this out and then you slide it in a new one. That way I can reuse my key. But yeah, once I get these panels off and the door handle in, I'll show you guys the process on how to do it. Pretty straightforward, but I'll show you guys how to do it on one door, and then essentially it's going to be the same thing for the other 4 or other 3. But yeah, once I get this thing rolling, I'll pick the video back up there. All right, fellas, so we got the first one on. So this is going to be your access for one of the bolts here. Then the other 2, you can get one right here as well. You probably can't see it. But there's another 10mm bolt. As you can tell, oh no, that's see if I can find the other driver's side. It should be similar. Yeah, so you're gonna have a bolt at the hinge, you're gonna have one at the bottom, then you're gonna have one at the corner. The one on the corner is the hardest to get to, and that's because my window's up. If I had this down, I would be able to get to it right through here. But yeah, it's on there now. Should be good to go. These do feel kind of sturdy for, you know, the price that I paid for them. Like I said, they was like $43. But yeah, that's all of this to it, man. Really simple, easy to do. I was looking at my speakers, man. These things are stock. I can't believe they're not they're not aftermarkets, you know. Typically most of these trucks they are, but the guy did tell me that it ain't never been worked on, so as far as any like modifications. But yeah, I'm gonna get this panel back on and move on to this back rear door and get this thing knocked out. And once I get finished now, I'll pick the video back up. I'm hoping it's gonna be kind of dark, that way I can show you guys the license plate lights as well. But we'll see. All right, fellas, we got everything on there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Got our lights on. I think that looks a lot better. The black, and then the black here, and then the black here. Man, that thing sounds so good. But yeah, all the handles are on and working as they should. All that good stuff. I think the hardest ones are the front, just because they have a little bit less room to work with. The ones in the back, I mean, you can get to those fairly easy. And I do think I'm gonna have to replace the front exhaust manifold on the driver's side now, because I don't think it's lift or tick. Now that I'm listening to it, it sounds more like an exhaust leak. And I had my hand feeling around in there, and it, see, because now it's gone. I can't even hear it. But yeah, I think that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? Do y'all like the chrome handles better, or do y'all like the black? I like the black, and I think once I get I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna try to get them color matched. I don't know, because like I said, I don't think this is original paint just by looking at it here where it chipped. If you look underneath it, this is a lighter gray under, or brown, tan, whatever color this is. That's more of this color here. So I don't even know if this is like a stock color. So that's gonna be the hard thing, trying to figure out the paint code for it. So we might just get gloss black, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link in a description for these door handles. They had like 3 different pairs. They had the chrome, they had the black like these, and then they had the gloss black with the chrome handle, like on an Escalade or a Denali. I know sometimes Denalis have those too, but mainly the Escalades. But yeah, we're back in business. We got door handles now that actually work. Well, the other ones work too. You know, that was my fault. You know, every time you start this truck, the door's locked. I got to figure that out. That's the main thing. But what I think I'm gonna do is get me one of those hidden keys that you mount to the bottom of the frame with like a magnet. That way, if I do lock myself out of this thing and I'm far away from home, or I can't get to my house, I'll be able to just reach under the truck and find it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to run to the gas station here in a second and get some gas. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the next thing on the list. I'm looking to get a custom gauge cluster, because I mean, you can find the Cadillac ones on Marketplace, but these dudes are on like $300. Like, I can buy a custom one for like $650, brand new, with my mileage on it, you know what I mean? So that's probably what we're gonna do next, if we can't find us a different setup. You know, well, I really don't want to get a different setup. I want to take the setup off of the old Ram and put on here, but like I said, unfortunately, when I tried that, these are 17s. I thought they was 18s. I don't know why. These 17s won't fit over the brake caliper on the Ram, so unfortunately I was unable to do that. I mean, I could have put it on jack stands, but I didn't really want to do that. But yeah, man, she's sounding good. And them tips, look, like I said, for $26 a piece, you can't beat that. And they're slip-ons, like you tighten them with an Allen key. I mean, I got a welder, like I said, I could tack them on there, but I mean, I don't think they're going anywhere. And I got the fitment better now, that it's not touching the frame or the body. I was able to get me a couple of washers and stack under it, so now both sides are clearing the body itself. So yeah, I mean, we're back in business for now. definitely got some more stuff coming for this thing. I want to find me a lift. I mean, I wish I could find me one on Marketplace, you know, a cheap one. And then I eventually want to get it powder coated anyway, so I don't really care if it has like scratch marks on it right now, or I might just buy a new one. Who knows? I think a lift for these trucks now only run like $1,000 anyways, so we might just go ahead and buy another one, a new lift. I probably got enough pieces in the shed to put one together anyways, and much bolts and stuff I've had from other lift kits and whatnot. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did y'all like the chrome handles better, or do y'all like the black ones? And like I said, my key does work for this thing. I was able to reuse my key. The only bad thing about this is being that they're aftermarket. I was reading the reviews, so I was already kind of aware of the situation, but on the passenger side, you don't get a keyhole. I know like the OEM ones, you get one on the driver and the passenger, but on these aftermarket ones from Amazon, you don't. But not a big deal. And you can tell this truck's been repainted because look at the overspray on the badges. I want to get these swapped out too because I don't have any more red badges, so I'm gonna look on Amazon and see if I can find those. Probably get like, I don't know, man, I wish I could get those color matched too, but there's a lot more stuff I want to do this thing. But like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for these door handles and those lights, just in case somebody wants to pick them up a set, because those things are stupid bright. Look how bright they're on the camera. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe. Like I said, we got a lot more stuff coming for this thing. We might do long tube headers on this one. I know I said I was going to do it on a Cat Eye. Never got around to doing it before I traded it. But this truck, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think we're going to keep this one. So we're probably going to get long tubes and do the whole 9 yards on this one. There was actually a truck today on the way home. It was a Tahoe. It was like a 03 or 04, and he passed me, and you could tell he had like a single turbo setup on that thing, because when he passed me, I heard it spool up. Sounded really good. So we might do something like that, and not to make this thing a race truck, just to, you know, make it a little bit quicker than what it is, because this, compared to the Ram, stock for stock, the Ram would drag this thing from here to Raleigh. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot more stuff planned for this thing, man. We just got to get around to doing it and ordering the parts. And when the weather would actually straighten up, I want to do the headliner. I want to pull the carpet out of this one like I did on the Cat Eye. Get that sound deadening material and line the cab of this one too, and clean the bottom out and whatnot. Another thing I got to do is I got to replace this here, this little plastic piece that goes over the, well, under the windshield wipers, because it is broken. It don't fly or flap or anything like that, but when I was working under it, I seen it. Now you can kind of hear that. It's very faint, but you know, if we do a cam, we'll do the lifters too, because I mean, it makes great oil pressure, so I don't think it's anything to do with the oil pressure. This thing's, I mean, even after it gets up to temp, it's sitting right at 40. Get going, it's almost to 60, so I think the oil pump's fine. I think it's just time for a lifter job on this thing, which, if you know anything about these trucks, it's not hard to do. But like I said, if y'all enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.